Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still making a better show than all the right-wing sites combined. One of those struggling sites belongs to MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, who admits he had to borrow $10 million to keep his string of fails going strong over at Frank's Beach, where the dumpster fire blazes so brightly that the staff can't see through the burning red hats and Rocos well enough to spell the boss's name right.
Those numbers. Remember, Brandon, I took calculus. The one thing I did pretty good at, I took calculus in 9th grade. We took the numbers and you extrapolate them over the state of Florida, all the counties and all the people, and the theft comes out to like 960-some thousand.
Well, again, we have Mike Lindell claiming he took calculus in the 9th grade, though he often says 8th grade because he can't even get that one digit right. But he wants you to believe his election numbers are the most accurate, so accurate that he has to end his figures in some thousand. It is pouring MAGA tears. Get out your umbrellas for Tom Selleck's slow cousin's thunderstorm over another lawsuit, the money he spent, and the money he's borrowed. I mock the latest and stupid, check to see if the socks stay on, and more.
Matt Gates made St. Patrick's Day at Mar-a-Lago terrific because his dates were so young, many people thought the resort hired leprechauns.
This is really cool.
Honor of National Oreo Cookie Day, we in my office dunk it.
Even George Santos Goldbergstein won't touch the suspicious donuts he sets out. Is he trying to go for a Marty McFly thing here, or just making sure he has extra pockets to fill with fake credit cards and bogus checks? I've never been a vest guy. Tried it once, arms were cold. It's like wearing a shorts jacket. If I'm missing something with the vest angle, let me know, because I just don't get it. Here's Mike Lindell again, going for the hostage look.
To prevent future crime. Future crime, to prevention of future crime. And we have all the crime and all the evidence for it. We have more evidence. By the way, Brandon, I want to announce this.
From the man who continues to botch the plot of The Terminator while confusing it with real life, we have a concern about future crime. And I love the clarification. Says it twice and then loses track and pivots back to budget max headroom.
This is live talking. I was not allowed on Newsmax after that. That was part of their deal.
I just love how he managed to dumb things down for his base. This is live talking.
So, you know what? I'm going to say it. I told them, I said, you attack these guys? And they said, what do you think a traitor is? I said, somebody that attacks employees that are made in the USA.
His employees that are made in the USA? Is this bargain bin Burt Reynolds' way of saying he doesn't have any immigrants working at his chopped foam warehouse?
A lot of people are right now auditioning. You know that a lot of people that are running at 1%, 2%, 3%, no percent. We have a couple that are joining. They're at no percent. I say, I wonder what they're doing. I think they're auctioning right now they're auditioning right now for vice president.
Yes, well, I guess this is a swipe at Nikki Haley, but when you get a former reality TV host as president, he thinks it's all a game and a show, and that's why he keeps saying auditioning, or at least trying to. He did accidentally go with auctioning before, corrected it back to auditioning. He is a moron.
If you're out for money, you're barking up the wrong tree now. I spent all my money, I told him. I said, your mission's accomplished. You destroyed with these lawsuits. I said I had to borrow millions of dollars. Yes, you bad media watching. $10 million that we had to borrow this year. We could keep employees employed and keep things going.
I told you, it's pouring MAGA tears. $10 million worth. Wow.
No, I'm not going to dismiss this. It looks like it is a good case. Or yes, I'm going to dismiss it. This is the most blatant, frivolous case in world history. I didn't know the guy. MyPillow did nothing. They make pillows. These are hardworking American people.
Okay, should we be calling 911?
We just finished our town hall in Nevada and it's still snowing, but we are looking forward to going.
This is the one that says she will seek mental competency tests for federal elected officials over 75 years of age. Just make it for any elected official. And as I previously mentioned, throw in the skill testing question from the prize in the Doritos bag while we're at it. I am for these tests, and I would like them televised. The debate shouldn't just be a word salad. I want some real problem solving. Give them each an IKEA desk with no manual and see who can build it first. Just to make it even more real, we'll have their spouses keep asking them if it's done yet.
All the machines. No, Eric Coomer, everybody. Eric Coomer, he worked with Dominion. He's suing me, MyPillow, and Frank's speech for what? What's the case? Is it defamation?
It is.
I didn't say anything. When I finally called the guy a traitor, is because he made a deal with Newsmax, so I can't go on there to promote my pillows.
The guy who claims he could have been a lawyer still thinks it's called defamation. Mike probably thinks the bar exam is a quiz about the pubs he used to score in. Also, the guy who's suing you, Mike, his name's Eric. Eric, I don't know what you're saying, but it's not Eric.
I'm not big on sick days. I don't think that, you necessarily should have like this sick days every year or something. Because then people say like, oh, I'm taking a sick day tomorrow, which I think is really bogus.
I never take
them. I don't have any. So we just come in and cough all over each other and push through. I mean, that's the way we work.
That's the way fools work. You're not a hero because you want to take down the team with your cough, cold, or flu. Fox out there reinforcing the fact that they've learned absolutely nothing from the last 2 years.
You put it in, you say, hey, Your Honor, I never said a word. This is frivolous, completely frivolous. Please, could you please do a dismissal? No. There's precedents.
Precedents. I think he's going for precedents here. Also, anyone that's watching that is hard of hearing, can you let me know what this is in sign language that he keeps doing? I'd love to know. Thanks for letting me know in the comments.
And they ran this all through, and they almost ran. I think they did run that pillow guy out of money, and all his employees. They had to borrow tens of millions of dollars. Thanks, Judge Wang. Thank you, Judge Wang. You're disgusting.
Thank you, Judge Wang. You're disgusting. That is Judge Nina Nguyen Wang. She is a judge on the United States District Court for the District of Colorado. She was nominated to the court by President Joe Biden. I guess Mike Lindell didn't learn from Alex Jones that poop-talking the judge will likely end up being played in court. So if this goes to trial, we can look forward to this dyed mustache hostage video screened for the jury.
Maybe she wants a record. She could be the most frivolous, disgusting case in United States history. I've said enough.
You haven't said enough, Mike. You've said too much. Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a decree to honor the American actor Steven Seagal with the State Order of Friendship. Seagal became a Russian citizen in 2016 when he personally received a Russian passport from Putin, backed Russia's illegal annexation of Crimea, and has supported its invasion of Ukraine. When the invasion began, Steven said, "My prayers are that both countries will come to a positive, peaceful resolution where we can live and thrive together in peace." Back in 2007, when I was living in the UK and on the road doing shows, I took this photo. It was strapped to a light post, and it made me laugh. It still makes me laugh. The man is ridiculous, and that's why I want to revisit the fact that he released Steven Seagal's Lightning Bolt energy drink. Sorry, Asian Experience energy drink. What does that mean? If you Google that phrase, you get a mix of restaurants and rub-and-tugs, and by that, we can only assume his beverage tastes like dumplings and lube. But that's not it. Steven Seagal dropped a cologne because nothing lures in the ladies like scent of action. Steven Seagal, scent of action. Nowadays, action for Steven Seagal is just opening a box of Rudy Giuliani dye for his jet black beard and then wiggling into his do-rag. This guy needs glasses so he can buy glasses just to see how ridiculous he looks. Seagal's cologne should have been called Scent of Seagull, straight to video, Putin's pouch, or under sneeze. Got a funny one? Let me know in the comments. Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie, again, good dude. People continue to attack her for the math and the reading skills, and I think it is just ridiculous to blame MTG when the truth is she was like finishing high school when, Bill Clinton was president, so they failed her, with the liberal school stuff.
Fortunately, she comes from a rich family. She don't need, to read good and count good much. But I'm considering getting Mike Lindell here to tutor her on the math stuff, because he is super good at numbers. And when she's all goodwill hunting, then the Soros, Trudeau, Panda Express globalists will have one less thing to attack my precious Georgia Gremlin on. Yeah, good luck trying to go after her arithmetics after she's had some one-on-one time with the master of deviations, calculations, and pillows filled with toxic foam and Bible stuff to teach kids important scientific things like cohabitating with the dinosaurs. When she is trying to learn, she likes to wear a school outfit. We are talking a plaid skirt and white tied top, Britney Spears style, like if Britney was 48 and spent her entire life sitting in the sun drinking rosé and hating everything, just filled with hate. Even if she has to wedge into this student thing, it gets me going. And she will have me wear a fake mustache to go full Professor Lindell while we use the calculator to spell things we want to touch, okay? And I'm fine with rocking the bargain bin Burt Reynolds mustache, and I will let her go to town on my steak sandwich. And I'm all in with pretending she looks like 0.0000001% Britney, but I cannot be exposed to those 7 bumpy baby gherkins she calls toes. They are horrific. Britney's last name is not Spears because she has a bunch of misshaved dollar store pickles attached to her feet, like someone fished them out of a dive bar Bloody Mary and toothpicked them to her soles with skin so bad it reminds me of the time I found a half-eaten cheese pizza covered in chunder under the couch, 2 years later, and I had to get border aging gloves from my buddy and some tongs to remove them. It was horrific because what is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
I can use your prayers. It's coming from every angle. If you want to help out there, go to the Lindell Legal Offense Fund. Go to the Election Crime Bureau. Go to the Election Crime Bureau.
Well, I'm not one for prayers, but I will say, are you a microbrewery? If so, please make Election Crime Craft Bureau. Can't wait to vote for Trump. MAGA Tears. You speak in acronyms. Don't get it, don't like it. You get a dislike and non-subscribe. MAGA Tears. Keep bashing the greatest president America has ever had. MAGA Tears. All you people promoting this jab deserve all the side effects that you incur. MAGA Tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video and following me on social media. This costs you nothing and makes a huge difference. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. If you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or hit that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my merch that go great with those MAGA Tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries, have toured with Jim Jeffries for nearly 10 years, and I have 3 albums that you can stream on Spotify and Apple Music or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for watching. Life's short, be cool, be kind,